Right then, a big week up now for Manchester United with the Europa League returning and AC Milan on the horizon. Now, there's been big news coming out today in regards to Manchester United striker Edinson Cavani. So we're going to talk a little bit about that first and then look ahead to the AC Milan game. Now, with the news coming out today from Edinson Cavani's dad that Edinson Cavani wants to leave Manchester United after the end of this season, a lot of reports are coming out that he's going to leave Manchester United and return to South America. Now, for me, he has been good for Manchester United since he's been at Manchester United. He's put in a number of stellar performances for Manchester United when he's been fit, but there has been always question marks over his fitness and his age. At 34 years of age now, he hasn't really got the legs to carry on playing for Manchester United next season consistently every game, along with the injury problems that he has. Now, he would be very useful to keep for Manchester United as a squad member, but Manchester United are going to have to look to the future and bring someone in that number 9 position that is a reliable, younger, fitter player for the long term. So if it does, as it looks like, Edinson Cavani is going to leave Manchester United, then I'm fine with that, as long as Manchester United do bring in an adequate replacement in the number 9 position. I still don't think that Anthony Martial, although he's played a lot of football over the last year or two since Romelu Lukaku left, in the number 9 position, I don't think he's a number 9. Even when he's best, I think he's better played out on the left-hand side, where Rashford normally occupies that position. But I think that is his best position. I just don't think that he is a number 9 myself. Yes, he can hold the ball up, and he isn't just about goal scoring, Anthony Martial, but this season his goal scoring record has been poor. Greenwood's goal scoring record has been very, very poor as well. And Manchester United do need a number 9 that is going to score a lot of goals. And I think both Martial and Greenwood are more suited to the left and right hand side for Manchester United. I do. Maybe Greenwood can be a long-term success at number 9, but at this moment in time, one Premier League goal just isn't enough for Manchester United. It really isn't. Even if he'd got 5, 6, 7, that's not going to, long-term, that's not good enough for Manchester United. If we want to win Premier League titles, we need a guy that's going to be hitting 20 league goals a season for Manchester United, and we haven't had that since Robin van Persie. The closest we come was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But if the news is true that Edinson Cavani will leave at the end of the season, Manchester United will have to get an adequate replacement in for next season, which is going to be the hardest thing for Manchester United to do. But I do wish him the best. He's always put in a good performance for Manchester United, and the reports from his dad are that he wants to return to South America due to being wanting to be with his family. So that's fine by me. He's put in some good performances for Manchester United, and it will get him off the wage bill as well, because he's on about 300 grand a week. And if we can get De Gea out as well, that really would cut the wage bill down, and it could release funds then for some transfers, some actually putting down some money for some big transfers. Because if we're not paying them wages for the next 4 or 5 years on De Gea, we're not paying Edinson Cavani's wages, that is a lot of money off the bills, so it could go towards funds long term for transfers. Anyway, let's move on to the big game ahead this Thursday, AC Milan against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Really looking forward to this game. Two juggernaut teams, really looking forward to it. Massive names in European football, both of them got a number of European Cups between them. I think AC Milan 7, is it, and Manchester United 3. Europa League successes as well for Manchester United, and probably European success in the Europa League or UEFA Cup probably for AC Milan. I'm not too sure what other trophies they've won. I know they've won a number of UEFA Super Cups as well. So they're one of the big names in European football, and both teams have been on the slide in the last few years, but both teams are creeping up the league this season. Both teams in second position, both teams looking to get back to their former glory days, but AC Milan are nowhere near the level of team that they used to be. I haven't watched them this season, so I can't comment on them. Diogo Dalot is there at AC Milan, so he can feature against Manchester United and could put a sucker punch to Manchester United's hopes of winning this Europa League. But I want Manchester United to go out there and take this serious, because if Manchester United do win this, it would mean Manchester United would get an easier draw in the Champions League group stage for next season. And we know what happened this season. It was an absolute disaster for Manchester United. It really was in the Europa League, in the Champions League draw. We got one of the hardest draws we possibly could have got. And although we still should have got through the tie, we just weren't good enough in the long term, and it was against a team that got to the final, and a team got to the semi-final last year in our group, and we wouldn't get that if Manchester United were to win the Europa League. We would get an easier group, and that would help because we weren't able to rotate it towards the end of this group, and Manchester United haven't been able to rotate hardly at all this season. But the previous game against Real Sociedad, we did rotate a little bit, but this one we can't rotate again for Manchester United. We've not got any easy draws in cup competition this season to be able to rotate any players, but there is a lot of injury concerns for Manchester United out there at this moment in time. It is a bit shit, to be honest. Rashford looks like he's out of this game. Got injured against Man City, which is a blow because we haven't got many options going forward. It's going to look like it's going to be Martial, James and Greenwood up front for this one, because I'm not too sure whether Cavani is actually injured or what. With these rumours coming out that he's going to leave Manchester United, is he really injured? Probably is injured, but that is a blow if he's out injured as well, because we're really thin on the ground up front, and in attack there's no one matter either. Paul Pogba's still out injured. There's a number of options for Manchester United, but there is a number of injuries as well. Van der Beek's out injured as well, so Manchester United have got to go strong in this game. But I would expect a little bit of rotation in this side. Obviously Dean Henderson's got to be in goal for this game, got to be. Because there's no other choice with De Gea not in the squad at the moment in time, still in Spain. Wan-Bissaka's going to be at right back. He doesn't really trust Brandon Williams at this moment in time, and then I reckon it'll be Bay and Maguire as the centre backs and Telles at left back. Then he's going to probably go for Matic and Fred in midfield, with a little bit of rotation there. Then it's going to be, as I say, Bruno Fernandes. It's going to be James, Greenwood and Martial. That is all I can see, with the other players being out injured, I would presume. Maybe Cavani will be back. I haven't seen whether Cavani was in I didn't see him in the training pictures earlier today. That doesn't mean to say that he's not fit. He could well be. I didn't see the likes of Van der Beek either, but that doesn't mean to say they're not fit. They might just have not been pictured by the cameras. So, as I say, this is going to be a difficult game. This is a resurgent AC Milan team on previous years. They've been hovering around these sort of positions and not been able to really maintain Champions League football for a number of years. A bit like Manchester United, we haven't been consistently getting in the Champions League, and we've been hovering around the Europa League spots now and again, and we haven't got in the Champions League consecutive seasons since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. So this is the downfall of two great European giants. As I say, Diogo Dalot, Manchester United player, can play against Manchester United. So could he give Manchester United that real punch in the stomach in this game? I think he's featured quite a lot in this competition, but less so in the league. A lot of people I'm hearing coming out from AC Milan aren't too happy with him, and they want to get rid of him at the end of the season. We'll find he was up his requirements at Manchester United, which was why we sent him out on loan, but he could come back to haunt Manchester United given the fact that he can play. I don't really know too much about this AC Milan team. All I know is they're a resurgent team that is second in the league, just like Manchester United, second in the league as well. They were top for a while, and I know Zlatan Ibrahimovic was getting a good chunk of their goals this season when he was fit. He was the leading scorer in the Serie A at one point, I believe, but it does look like he is out injured. So that would be, obviously you don't want anyone to ever be injured, but him not featuring in the game would be a massive positive for Manchester United, because he is the most likely player to cause Manchester United problems. I don't really know too much else of their team. As I say, I haven't seen how they play. I haven't seen a single one of their games this season, so I cannot actually comment on them play, but we will see them this Thursday. I will watch the game thoroughly and see how they play. And to be honest, I'm expecting a really difficult game for Manchester United here. I really am. The front three for Manchester United doesn't really give me much confidence that we can go out there and score goals in this game if the other players aren't available, because, as I say, Greenwood hasn't been banging in goals this season. Neither is, James isn't really a goal scorer anyway, and Martial hasn't been banging goals in either. So them three don't really give me the confidence that Manchester United can go into this game and get a healthy lead to take to the San Siro. So it's going to be difficult for Manchester United. I would expect a difficult game. I am though going to put my neck on the line and say Manchester United win this game 2-1. It would have been nice to have seen maybe Cavani on the bench or something, just to give Manchester United an extra option if Manchester United are struggling in this game of football. I'm not too sure how he's going to go in this game, if he's going to try and do the counter attacking style of play, but I'm not too sure how AC Milan are going to line up either, if they're going to come and have a go at Manchester United, because this is a game away at Old Trafford for them. So are they going to come to Manchester United and have a go? If they do have a bit of a go like Man City did, then it will be easier, because I think on the counter-attack, Dan James can be devastating with his pace, and Martial and Greenwood could be key. But if they do sit back and look just to try and get a draw in this game, it's going to be difficult for Manchester United. It really will be. But I'm going for Manchester United winning this game 2-1. Hopeful. These are one of the favourites, along with Manchester United, to win this competition. They are a decent outfit from what I'm hearing anyway. They're not going to probably win the league, because Inter Milan are doing very well this year, but they're definitely closing the gap on the top. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and also do share the video if you're watching this on Facebook, and I will talk to you all again soon. See ya.